Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another high-level Marvel Rivals ranked cast, and the Mad Lads actually did it. I went to sleep last night, and we had a fair amount of the leaderboard covered by one faction. They've actually done it. BRBR or Brr Brr Patapim have dominated the entire first page of the leaderboard. Every single spot. Some insanely impressive work here. As such, we're going to be jumping in on another one of their games here to see exactly how this climb may have been going to get to this very top spot. But a reminder that if you enjoy the videos, then consider liking, subscribing, or becoming a member. All of those things would be very appreciated as, well, I make these videos because I love them, but helping build the channel means more views, means more AdSense, which means I can put more time into making the videos. I have the graphics complete for my weekly news roundup video. I'm going to be starting that once I get back from my vacation, so it'll be starting in the second week of May. So I'll be doing a weekly recap of all the esports stuff that has happened throughout the previous week. And, of course, a shout-out to our members. We have the wonderful Puff Mendili, Roshula, Doki Pokey, and our longest-running member, John. Thank you all for supporting the channel and helping it continue to grow. Let's get ready to jump into our game. Reminder that if you like, comment, subscribe, you help build the channel. And I would like you very much. If we get to 5,000 subs, we're currently at 4,960 something, then I'll be starting to live stream on Twitch and sometimes YouTube again. So make sure to follow the Twitch in the description and also subscribe so you can see that when it happens. Let's jump into our game. We have a Hell's Heaven game. And we are jumping in with, once again, blue team being our triple quadruple stack, I believe, for BRBR Patapim. Now we got some familiar names down on the lower side. We got TTV Jerky, our top Jeff player. NoWindex has appeared a couple times, as has MedicLmao. Solid players. Iron Fist has been jumping up in priority every single day. Will get taken away, and the Incredible Hulk, recently buffed, can really empower Namor. Iron Man was thinking a little bit less, but is still an option. Easier just to take away the Hulk. Groot, almost certainly going to be the ban from red team. Blue team, giving us 3 options. 4 options. 3 options. 2 people voting for Adam. It does not go through. It's instead going to be the Human Torch that will get taken away here.
Pick your hero. Villain, I'm not judging.
In the last video that we did, we saw Necros going up against the pre-made of BRBR Patapim, and Tanuki brought out the Jeff. Jerky over here is the #1 ranked Jeff player, according to Rivals Meta. So we may end up with a Jeff battle, which will be very entertaining. Well, let's see if they're able to do so, as let's introduce our players with very similar compositions so far. Only a few minor differences we'll get into once the game is loaded in. On the left-hand side, in the blue trunks, it will be Polly 2 on that Captain America. Pokey will be playing the Invisible Woman. Alex on the Rocket Raccoon, but that might swap to a Lunar Snow as time goes on to buff Tanuki, unless Tanuki does decide to roll out with this Spider-Man as they are currently hovering. Josh on the Emma Frost, and FSAbuzz will be playing the Mr. Fantastic, who has also massively jumped up in priority heading into Season 2. And on the right, in the red trunks, it will be Permaban Me playing the Captain America. Jerky will be on that Jeff. Vertigo is playing Loki. Crisis on the Lunar Snow. MedicLmao on the Psylocke, and NoWindex is going to be playing the Emma Frost. We did see Alex swap over to that Lunar Snow, but Tanuki did still open up on the Spider-Man here with the Venom being picked up by Polly, so they have that one-shot combo if they can find the right target. Finding Medic. Medic have been forced to Shuriken dash away, getting a shield from the Mr. Fantastic, so they retreat back into their own team, trying to focus onto Jerky, chasing them down. Jerky will get away, but Medic will fall. Buzz getting a good chunk of damage here. Chase is on. Crisis. Keeping the team topped up, has a good angle. Both the supports grouped up together so they can protect each other. Well, if Tanuki comes in, Alex will be the one to fall here, as permaban is highly pressuring into this backline. A little bit outnumbered, 1 hit point will finally fall. Jerky, in the meantime, is in the backline, going to take out Pokey. Looking on to Mr. Fantastic, waits for the inflated form to go down. And this is the power of the backline. Jeff harassment. Tanuki trying to pull him off the side. Will grab a quick heal. Barely staying alive, being chased down by the Psylocke. Will finally get taken out once again by Jerky. Needs to move fast. Captain America on the chase, but chasing Jeff is a foolhardy errand. In the backline with the slow, with the team up. It's Jeff coming in, only gets the invisible woman here. Goes down, will not get away with that. Tanuki has in fact swapped over to the Jeff of their own, so we got some Jeff on Jeff violence. Fate of both worlds being dropped by both teams as they try to burst on through. But the second that expires, Psionic Seduction, plus the dance and the butterfly, plus the It's Jeff for the counter. That's a 5 ally swallow and a double enemy swallow for the double elimination. In comes permaban with the assemble to try and rush on in to hold the point and harass the backline onto Alex to try and burst it down. But again, the strategists staying near each other, keeping themselves topped up. Here comes the fantastic bounce. Brainiac bounce, that's the word. Taking down permaban, that's gonna be blue team locking in. Chasing deep, gonna go for the containment in the spawn at this first entrance. permaban running in very aggressively here, not going to wait around and hesitate. B-side Jerky is already back on the point. Keeping the harassment going. The strategists are healing each other very effectively, though. They drop low, but they keep staying together, protecting each other. Knowing this is how the Jeff plays, they are trying to counter it. Here comes Tanuki trying a similar style on the other side here. A lot more enemies here getting dropped low. But so mobile, so much sustain, just can't be taken down. While all this is happening, Polly was deep in there as well, causing an extra distraction. Gonna go for a wraparound, see if they can find anyone else. Jerky did fall. Tanuki still pressuring in, getting chased down by Psylocke. Hyper mobility, picks up a map heal, goes in for the 2v1 as Jerky shows up. Tanuki on the run right now. Grabs another map heal, and once again, chasing Jeff is a foolhardy errand, is able to get away. Goes into the duel, 1v1, healing up. Here comes the fate of both worlds from Alex. Vertigo with the clone. Dance to the butterfly, he came out but found no one thanks to all that healing. It's Jeff coming in. Emma Frost, an invisible woman, gets rid of the Emma Frost, tries to make it off the edge, but no, gets taken out again. 2 times now, Jerky has tried to take someone off the edge, but has been picked up right before they get there. permaban pushed off the side here by the knockback from Pokey. NoWindex getting chased back by the Brainiac bounce, and the run-in from Polly, who is going in hyper-aggressive right now, trying to get onto this Emma Frost, who did diamond form to buy a little bit of time, but they're forced off the point, and point number 1 goes to the blue team. Heading over to Frozen Airfield for our second round. Are we going to see any compositional mix-ups there? Let's actually have a look at the stats. It's pretty even across the board, with the exception that Polly is absolutely popping off right now. Still a quite low damage numbers, because that's what you expect to see from a cap, but finding 5 final hits. Doing huge work. That's Windex and Medic combined. Jerky with 2 final hits. Tanuki also with 2. Those 2 are keeping up with each other quite effectively here. And again, Jerky is getting caught out. Tanuki holding on to their ultimate. Let's see how they choose to try and turn this around. Jerky moving off the Jeff back onto it. Thought about the Mantis for a second. Decides against it. Big bubble there for the speed boost. Tanuki doing the same. Taking out that center door. So they can move in and start to harass. Already taking a lot of damage. Absolutely punished. Playing far too bravely there. Wrapping around thinking they could get away with that. Does the butterfly immediately into the backline, using the Guardian barrier to just stand there and wait it out. Absolutely countered. Medic turned around. Alex and Pokey will fall though. They get countered, but the turn is good. Regeneration domain coming out from the Loki. Polly being forced to back away as they're getting chased down very aggressively here. Will get topped back up. A little bit of damage done. Pressuring in. We're seeing a lot of Captain Americas versus Emma Frosts here. A lot of damage can be done with this. Buzz also moving in behind. Has good damage output. We're seeing a lot of Captain Mr. Fantastics here. The amount of sustain they offer with pretty reasonable damage. Great setup, especially if you're a solo damage dealer. While you might not have that solo damage, that solo carry damage output, you do have the extra sustain, meaning your strategists don't have to worry about you as much. Here comes the Jeff from Jerky. Gets a Lunar Snow, but no one else, and absolutely bodied again. Blue team, BRBR, Patty Pin are on point, just so prepared every time. Shutting down Jerky over and over again. Tanuki was able to get the Lunar Snow and a Loki clone, also unable to take them to any eliminatable points. But did take him off the point for a moment. Red team, though, in control of the point. Blue team have yet to touch it this time. They've got the containment set up. This is looking like it might be a full 100-0 coming in from Red team to bring this match back. Here comes the Psionic Seduction from Josh to try and turn this round. Getting a lot of lockdown on, pulling in some Lokis. Windex shut down, unable to do their own, put onto the half cooldown as Polly is trying to burn on through. Will not be able to damage through this Fate of both worlds, but is still able to get a lot of damage onto the backline, trying to take down Crisis 2 will get so, and Blue team are picking back up here. Alex, the only one to fall. All that's left is Windex, and they are not near the objective. They will back up and wait it out. Buzz, realizing they needed a little bit of extra damage output here, will move off of that Mr. Fantastic and brings out the Star-Lord. Sending in quite a few shots. Polly on the wraparound once again. Finds the real Loki. Lot of pressure. Regeneration domain has to come out. Instead, we'll retreat back to their team, but their team is getting absolutely eliminated here. Polly is all alone. Tanuki is in the backline, but Polly is about to get burst off here, meaning Tanuki now has to basically solo hold until Josh can portal in. Overtime will get ticked in. Here comes the portal. Tanuki's bought as much time as they can, but they're getting dropped low. They're getting away with this. Still up, still alive. Here comes the assemble from permaban me. It's Jeff! Only gets one. Spits out the Strange. Is going to try and get rid of the Lunar Snow at least. Cap trying to chase them down. Yeet! But they're off the point. The rest of the team is cleaned off. Luna not even getting eliminated, meaning this is a 1-1 game. Coming down to these final moments, this final map. What adjustments do we see? We see the Rockets packed lunch coming in from Vertigo, giving the team the BRB so they get topped up. And now attempting to run into the ceiling. Polly still on that Captain America. Same with permaban, but holding on to the ultimate.
Welcome to every day of my life. You'll get used to it.
Going to be waiting that out. We'll see if they can lock it in. Does the butterfly. Shut down last time by that Guardian barrier, but the team was still punished with everyone being so grouped up. So we're heading in. Final round. The teams begin to make their way into the center point. Polly and permaban gonna clash up top. They can do this all day. Jeff coming in for the assist. Permaban going to be backing down to try and follow up. Gets caught in the diamond form and shut down there. NoWindex with the setup. Cap, they are able to run into the Emma Frost very effectively, but the second that Diamond Form hits, Cap is locked down. They are stun locked. They are in serious trouble. No shield, no mobility. It is an interesting scenario where you got that rock, paper, scissors, where depending on if Diamond forms up, Emma can do quite well or quite poorly into Cap. Polly holding the choke point here, trying to be just always available, always busy, always forward. Blue team claiming the first chunk of point here. Polly, only ultimate that's ready, but Fate of Both Worlds just coming off cooldown for Crisis. Permaban chased back. Josh getting dropped quite low here. Healed up, sustained through, big chase. Jerky with no HP left. They're just going to get wiped out when trying to do this here. Gets a double swallow, immediately picked off. Here comes the assemble from Polly. Mostly shield up here for mobility, absorbing a little bit of damage. Little bits of damage, but not hyper committing so far. Just again, trying to wait out the fate of both worlds here. Stay on the point. Keep it from being captured here. Big objective for Polly right now. Stay alive and stay on the point. Buy time. Galactic Legends for FSAbuzz to try and set up for their team. Tanuki gets a swallow onto two. To the edge with ya. And sends them both into the abyss. Jules out with Jerky. Unable to take him down. Tanuki. Oh, obscene! Obscene! This is a family channel. Except for all the times I swear. Permaban sidestepping the snowball, just gently walking to the side. And blue team holding the point. Red team still having the opportunity. Down goes Jerky, once again caught on the backline. Getting harassed a little bit by that Psylocke, but able to back away. Not in too much trouble. Medic flying very far forward. Dance of the Butterfly coming in. They group up so they can try and protect each other, but Pokey is still going to be the one to fall. Fate of Both Worlds for the counter with the Psionic Seduction from NoWindex. They escape into cover, meaning it finds no one. Pokey has that invisible boundary. Overtime ticking down. Red team have the more people on the board right now, but they're still struggling as NoWindex has been left kind of alone. Gets a pickup though with Josh and Buzz taken out. It's going to be the retreat out of blue team, and they will finally let red team have some percentage in this round number 3. Pokey goes down, and it's going to be once again Polly and Tanuki, all that's left on the board. The duel, Cap versus Jeff. Trading shots. Jeff too mobile, able to escape even the hyper-mobile Cap. The charge coming in there, surprise from above. Keeping the pressure on. And Cap is just on Jeff duty right now. Chase them down, keep them busy. Here comes the surprise jump from Polly. Putting some pressure onto the backline. Jeff once again able to stay alive, going to be backing up as Permaban. Drops the ultimate, stunned down, it's Jeff, tagged through that, unstoppable, which means there was no swallow from Tanuki at all. Fate of Both Worlds coming in from Alex to buy the team that extra time. No one's going to be falling for the moment. NoWindex went down earlier, but has Portal, can bring the team back onto the point as overtime is ticking down. Blue team on the point, whereas red team are not, but Portal will be coming in to allow them to touch. But here comes the Galactic Legend from Buzz, from above, to burn through the defensive. Crisis is using the last of that Fate of Both Worlds to buy any extra time they can. Blast a barrage to hold the line. Overtime is ticking down to a minuscule degree. The Dance of the Butterfly to try and take out anyone, but everyone is too much sustaining. Pokey will fall though. Polly's ultimate expires. Psionic Seduction to try and lock him down. It's enough, forcing him off the point, and that will be a blue team win. Nicely done. I think we're probably going to see a Pokey or a Mr. Fantastic. Or no, I'm surprised. Jeff did do great work, but I think I would have given that to maybe the Cap or the Invisible Woman. Doing some huge work for their team there. 24k healing. 27k healing for Alex, although I was mistaken. I thought that we were seeing a little more Pokey value there. Tanuki, though. 19 eliminations, 9 final hits, 15k damage. Doing pretty good work there, out-damaging both the Caps. Top eliminations, though, tied between Polly and Buzz. Both of them getting 26 eliminations, with 8 final hits for a Captain America. Wonderful job. And 12 for Buzz. Top damage, going to be 26k to Psylocke. Filling in the gaps, padding on the DPS numbers. MedicLmao with 26k damage, that is 5k more than even Buzz. Windex, Windex and Josh, who were on Emma Frost, big high damage dealers as those frontline vanguards, also getting out damaged here by about 5k and 6k respectively. Top damage blocked, though, will go over to Windex. With permaban and Polly constantly on the run, Windex was the one who was eating a lot of that frontline damage, especially once they were versus the Cap in the early stages, and as such you can see that in the numbers. Windex with 34k damage blocked, beating out basically everyone by a solid 7k. And top healing, 31k Crisis, giving everything in their power to try and keep their team upright, but was not able to save the game. Least amount of times getting eliminated, by the way, is Polly, only getting taken out 3 times while still doing pretty reasonable DPS. Only 300 less damage than permaban, while getting taken out 4 less times. Very nicely done. Polly too, very scary. And this former Team OG, BRBR Patapim, or Patapim, it's a hard name to say, dominating the leaderboard and showing why them as a stack is so scary. Although, big shout out to Jerky, as usual, showing why they are the #1 Jeff player. While we did see Tanuki get the MVP, Jerky got the SVP, 10 final hits, 15k damage, doing some huge work here, helping out their team as best as they could. For now, though, I hope you all enjoyed. This has been one of our ranked casts. Reminder that we're going to be doing this, plus the news show will probably take place of one of the videos. I don't know if I'm going to be releasing it on Sunday or Monday. I'm going to attempt to get it out on one of those videos. The likelihood is probably going to be Monday, because I'm unfortunately going to have to record and edit it in one day. It might be Tuesday. There is a chance, because I want to make sure it includes the whole week. So it's going to have to be Monday to Sunday, and then record, edit, and edit on Monday, and hope I can get it out for Monday or Tuesday. So Monday or Tuesday's casts will be replaced by the news show. I've also started working on the Marvel Rivals quiz show that I've done. I've done one for Heroes in the past with Heroes Global Quiz for Heroes of the Storm. I've done one for Pokemon with PoQuizmon. I'm a big pub quiz fan, and I like bringing in fellow creators to do some interesting stuff when it comes to things like that. So make sure you subscribe and ring that notification bell so you're ready for when that comes out. And, of course, reminder to like and leave a comment so I can fight robots in the same way that the Hellfire Gala has to fight off Ultron. I have to fight off the YouTube algorithm by making it seem that people are invested in my videos, which hopefully you all are, but that will help boost it in the algorithm so more people see it. For now, though, I have been Tetcher. I hope you've all enjoyed today's cast. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow.